Hello and welcome to some relaxation. So we'll get a little bit of stretch, we'll get a little bit of somatic movement in here as well. This is really good if meditation sends your brain in unhappy directions. And this is somewhere I was a scientist, I am a scientist. So it was very difficult for me to come around to things like meditation and breathing, and it's very much a practiced art. So if you go to the gym, you know that you weren't an expert on day one, and it takes time to practice all of this. And sometimes meditation breathwork can feel a little bit like that, and when you're anxious, the best way to in fact meditate, and sometimes we don't realise, is to move. So utilising some somatic movement. So let's just start by moving around in our space, anywhere at all. Just moving anywhere that works for you. It's absolutely fine. Go where you are called, which might again sound silly. It can sound strange when you're not used to this kind of language or terminology, but you're just going in your own way. Where does your brain want you to go? Or where do you feel yourself just attracted to? What's pulling you? Go there. That's where your body wants to go. And then wherever you are, wherever you feel is a nice peaceful place, it doesn't need to be facing me or facing anywhere. Just stop for a moment, close your eyes over if that feels nice, and take a breath. And wherever you are, reach your hands up high. You might want to open your eyes here for a little bit of stability, and let your hands fall down towards your right side. So it doesn't matter where you're facing, you're just going to fall from your centre down towards that right side, and then drag your hands along the floor if they reach the floor, and take a big inhale, and almost as if you're a rag doll, just coming up to that big breath at the top there. And then allow your hands to come down and give them a wee shake. Then we'll take them back up again. Big inhale. This time with your exhale, falling over to the other side from your centre, just like a rag doll. Soft in your knees, easy in your head and neck. Dragging your hands along the ground. Big inhale. Opens us up. Nice and tall. Exhale, allow your arms to come down, give them a wee shake. And then we're just going to move again. Just moving from your centre, anywhere at all. You can come off of your mat if you've got a mat and you feel like, because it's there, you're just walking on your mat, and that's what happens. Sometimes we like to stay confined into our little boxes. Then just find yourself coming away from that mat. There's nobody to say that we need to be stuck on that mat at all. And if you're still feeling a little bit anxious, or any of those feelings that you've brought with you, let's just take a moment to register all of that. And then don't chastise ourselves, because often when we try to do this kind of practice and you're still feeling anxious, then that gives you more reason to be anxious. And the fact is, you're just human in a really strange world now. It's not really designed for us not to be anxious. So don't judge yourself here, just notice how everything feels a bit just now. If your shoulders are up here, if everything's really tight, if your jaw's clenched, if your fists are clenched, notice, don't judge yourself. But give yourself permission to take a big breath, and with your exhale, just to let it all soften down a little bit. And then continue to walk until you find a place that feels nice, somewhere that feels nice for you to stop. And when you find that space, just take a moment to close your eyes and take a big breath. And with your next breath, big inhale, reach your hands high. You might want to open your eyes at the top here for stability again, and then any side that suits you, left or right, there's no right or wrong. Just allow your body to fall on down from your centre again, and then dragging everything along like a big rag doll. Inhale to open everything up. Big inhale. Soften your arms down, give them a little shake here, and then ease on up again with your inhale. Exhale, falling on over to the other side. Dragging along the floor all the way up. Big inhale. And float those arms down, easy. You might even want to pick a foot up off the ground, give it a wee struggle, a wee ease on off there. And again, just walking aimlessly around can feel really, really good in such a nice way. Who'd have thought walking around aimlessly could feel this good? And when you're ready, we'll come back into the centre of our space here, and we'll just take a moment to breathe together before we say our goodbyes. So just have your hands anywhere that feels comfortable, maybe down by your sides, maybe on your tummy, hands to heart centre, anywhere at all. Closing your eyes over if that feels okay for you. Having a little think about your knees. Are they nice and soft and movable here? Take a big deep breath. Long, slow exhale. And just take a few breaths here on your own, even though you're not on your own. But you don't always need me to guide every breath. See if you can really feel that air filling up your tummy. Gently open your eyes here. I hope that felt good on you, particularly if you are someone who struggles to sit down and breathe and meditate. If that word alone just scares you, then something like this is so much better for you. Just taking the time to move and stop and breathe and move and stop and breathe. So lots and lots of somatic work, and over time, if meditation is something that you want to do, great. You will be a lot more practiced and rehearsed in controlling your cortisol levels and taking that step back and being the master of your central nervous system. And that is what this is all about, particularly in this world that doesn't want us to be in control of our central nervous system. So sending all of the love and the ease to you. Take this into the rest of your day. When you start your day like this, when you implement it a lot more, usually we meet all of those negative things that can have the ability to rile us up a little bit. We meet them with more ease, and when people get used to that response from you, it's almost like a bit of a domino effect. They start to become a little bit more like that because they know that that's how you are, and it's contagious, I guess. So take this into the rest of your day. Be easy, and you know where I am for more. I shall see you next time.